Hey, how's it going out there, all my keto maniacs? This is your big bad keto daddy saying holla if you hear me. And I don't care what you say, I'm keeping that in there. I think that's funny. Long-time wrestling fan, big bad booty daddy Scott Steiner. That was my hero at the time. So yeah, I'm ripping it off. So anyway. Okay, so hey, welcome back to Keto Paleo Live. A lot of great feedback. Last week we announced a program to help you guys get started, 42 and a Healthier You, sometimes called Program 42 or that 42 thing when you guys email me. Oh my God, overwhelming success. All of a sudden just got slammed with writing diet and nutrition plans. So just to recap for those of you who might not caught last week's, New Year's resolutions, had my great seminar at the University of Michigan. And then all of a sudden I get a flood of requests for help me, get me started. So what I've developed is what I call 42 and a Healthier You. It's a 42-day program. Has different modules for exercising at home or an exercise at your generic commercial gym or exercise in a CrossFit gym, or I'll even write up a powerlifting module for you if you want, whatever your goals are. It comes with a 42-day eating plan or meal plan. Okay, so what the reason I went with 42 days is it takes 4 to 6 weeks for most people to get completely keto adapted. I don't mean start making ketones, I mean actually keto adapted. There's a difference, okay? As well as we do a generic BMR calculation for you, which if you guys don't know what BMR is, it's basal metabolic rate, which means how many calories you need a day. We figure out your macros for that day, and we'll write up a complete meal plan for you for 42 days to get you up and running. With that, though, we won't just cut you off at 42 days. There is a maintained program, and usually you just kind of learn your way with the BMR and your current meal plan. All right, so if you attain your goal and you don't want to keep losing, you just match that BMR calculation. So anyway, it went off great, okay? We had a ton of requests and to the point where I'm almost overwhelmed. So if you email me and I'm a little slow to get back to you, I'm sorry, but you were right. You guys were right. You needed something, someplace to start, and that's what we did. So thank you very much. Okay, so Keto Check 2.0, the app I keep threatening to come out that will allow you to check those macros and check a plate of food at a glance, as well as individual items, as well as have that little BMR built in, really close to being done. Okay, I think I might be on the last couple tweaks of the software. I keep saying that, and I'm going to try to immediately launch it on Apple and Android right off the bat. I'm just trying to get them both out there as quick as I can. But I want to make sure some of the bugs are out so you guys don't stumble with it. And yeah, it's going to be 99 cents again, so nice and cheap. All right, so couple of questions that have come about is, I know a lot of you are getting into keto diets and you're reading more and more about keto diets. And one of the things is you see a lot of the cookie cutter formulas out there and you don't know where you need to start, which is another reason, one of the reasons for Program 42 or 42 and a Healthier You. But you'll see ratios of 5% and 25% and 70% fat. Do I need to eat that much fat? So keep in mind there's multiple reasons to go on a ketogenic diet. The juggernaut that's always pulling these things along is a weight loss one. So with a weight loss version of a ketogenic diet, you'll want to constrict your carbohydrate intake as well as formulating your ketogenic calorie intake to a point where you're in a little bit of a deficit so you lose some fat. Okay, there's other reasons for people to be on a ketogenic diet. When I originally started a ketogenic diet, it was for performance. I really wasn't concerned with any type of calorie deficit or losing any body fat. I was more for performance, so I had a higher level of protein as well as a high level of fat and just kept my carbs low to keep me in that ketogenic state. All right, so, and there's also therapeutic reasons for doing this. I know there's a handful of you out there looking for reversing type 2 diabetes, or there's even epileptic patients out there and, more and more research done on cancer patients. So there's different reasons to manipulate these macro ratios. And it's not a one-size-fits-all. There is a place to start, which is what I hope to do for you with the Keto Check app, as well as if you sign up for the 42 and a Healthier You program that I developed. But there's multiple reasons, okay? So one person's isn't gospel or etched in stone. Keep that in mind. There's multiple reasons to do this, okay? So just making sure we don't have any extra comments on there that I need to do. Sometimes people say, hey, I can't hear you, and I totally missed it. I don't have a cameraman today, or camera woman, so I'm at the mercy of my tripod. So a couple of questions like that. I keep getting asked about the exogenous ketones thing. Okay, so Jamie is not a fan of them, but there are different therapeutic reasons that they may be helpful. There may be reasons that an elevated ketone level exogenously may help you for different therapeutic reasons, or people who have a hard time staying the course. I can't really speak to that. My preliminary research with the ketogenic index that I'm developing, by the way, I'm developing a ketogenic index much like the glycemic index, and there will be a full database online at some point, will show you what actually affects your blood level ketones and breath level ketones and urine level ketones, and will be measured and rated out like that. So far, for me, for acetone and beta hydroxybutyrate, a good olive oil has worked the best. So keep that in mind if that's on your radar as far as chasing ketones. Okay, and yeah, elevated ketones. If you're trying to lose fat and you want to have some type of calorie deficit, you don't need to necessarily have an elevated blood ketone level for that scenario to work. I hope that makes sense, because that's your energy source. So if you have a ton of extra ketones floating around your blood, that means you have an excess, and you're probably in a calorie excess, and your body's not burning them. Most of the time, I'm on the low end of the spectrum when I was testing. A lot of times 0.5 to 1, a lot, and that's when I was my leanest. But I worked out, trained hard, so my body was burning these things up. Okay, so anyway, that in a nutshell. I can get more information on my blog. If you guys want more information on what I've experienced with that, I have a great blog post on keto-paleo.com, Chasing Ketones. Go check that out. I'll post it below later. Any other questions you guys have on 42 and a Healthier You program to get started, you can either email me at jamie@keto-paleo.com. You can message me on Facebook. You can write something below and tag me so I see it. Anyway, how you want to get a hold of me, it doesn't matter. All right, so I hope that helps. Remember, you guys, this is your big bad keto daddy. Eat like you care about yourself. That's first and foremost every single time. What works for me might not work for you, but sharing with you what's worked for the majority so far. So hope I can help. Take care. Bye, guys.